Yes, I had an appointment. I called over the phone and asked for an appointment. The problem is that I got stuck in traffic and I couldn't get here on time. But Dr. Micheleno is waiting for me. Can you help me?
Yes, sure. It'll be a pleasure. Let me call to see if he's here.
No, wait a moment. So you're no longer going to the States to study?
Well, the thing is that it can't be now. It'll have to be later on. Not now.
But why is that? Well, to be honest with you, if I was a little selfish, well, I am a little selfish. I'd rather you stayed here, but I know this is a huge opportunity for you.
Yes. It was a huge opportunity.
Then why don't you go? Everything was ready. You had a scholarship, right?
Yes, but everything got complicated. David, it's a long story.
I've got time.
It hurts me a lot, David. It hurts a lot to talk about this, and the worst thing about it is that I can't change things now. Understand?
I'm trying to, Juana. I'd give anything to understand you, and even more to help you.
Thanks, David. I know that you are honest.
Juana, I care about you. You understand? Even if it's so hard for me to express it, I'm not like that. I don't know what comes over me. I just get entangled. You make me feel so confused. I don't know what comes over me. As a friend, I don't know.
Why?
Well, what do you mean, why? Didn't you see me yesterday? How shamefully I behaved, the way I was talking, I was mixed up. It's just hard. I don't know.
But you, you made my day better. And when you left, I looked at the flowers that you had given me, and I felt sad to know that I met you at this time when my life is in such a mess.
Juana, if only you let me help you.
But you are helping me, David. You think I don't cherish the friendship that you and I share?
Forgive me, Mrs. De La Vega. I can't get a hold of Dr. Micheleno. I'm sorry.
But how can you not get him? You just told me that he was still here and he hasn't left. Please.
No, the internal lines are not working properly, ma'am.
Carlota, how are you? What a surprise.
How are you?
Fine.
I came to see Dr. Micheleno. He was at the house.
Oh, yes? Well, wait just a second. Oh, insists yes. Call Dr. Micheleno and tell him that Mrs. De La Vega is waiting for him.
To Dr. Micheleno?
Yes, Dr. Micheleno.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, Gladys, thank you. Well, they're getting him for you. And forgive me, Carlota, but I have a patient waiting.
Yes, of course, Ricardo. And I hope you're not offended.
My God, absolutely not. If you need anything, just have them call me. Yes.
Thank you.
See you later.
Ma'am, excuse me, really. It's just that the phone lines are not working well. I mean, I'm going to look for Dr. Micheleno
I really
myself.
appreciate that, sweetie. I really appreciate it.
Doctor, I don't understand a thing. What's going on?
Well, go, Gladys. Just go and distract her as long as you can, yes? So I can have time to talk to Micheleno, and then you can ask her to come in.
Relax. Don't get so nervous. You know more than anyone else that I come here to relax. Besides, we were only talking, that's all.
Relax. I didn't see you doing any relaxing exercise, David.
I'm sorry. I better just go, okay? I'll see you outside.
No, Hannah, no. There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
Both of you should get out of here now.
Look.
Nothing, David, nothing. Look, I don't want to get into trouble because of you. It's one thing being friends with my boss. That we all know with no doubt. And another thing is that, David, you bring strange people in here. So, David, just do me this big favor and both of you leave now.
No, wait, Juana, wait.
Do you know that Carlota de la Vega is waiting for you out there?
Is she here? Well, she called asking for an appointment.
And you gave it to her just like that, huh? You should have given her an excuse so as not to talk to her. I don't know, look. I want you to know that Carlota cannot find out what's going on with her husband.
My problem is not what that woman knows or doesn't know. My problem is to get her off my back once and for all. Haven't I done enough to get the name of the girl I intimidated?
No. What you don't understand is that Mauricio doesn't want his wife to know what happened, man.
So now, aside from what happened, I have to lie to the woman. Is that what you want me to do? Well, you see, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, Brandy.
Juana, come on, Juana, please don't get like.
Look, Brandy must think I'm going crazy. Everyone left. Where's my backpack? I had it here.
Calm down, will you? Maybe they put it away. I don't know.
No, but my books are in there, David.
Okay, fine. Maybe I'm sure Brandy took them and put them in a drawer or some shelf or something. So calm down.
I already tried and that thing is locked.
Because it has a lock. But listen, if it wasn't Brandy, then it was someone else. Don't worry. I'll make sure I find them. And I'll let you know.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
No. Just wait. Hold it, please. Don't go. Inez, she shouldn't have talked to you like that.
Listen, David. She's right. She's very right. What were we doing talking inside her boss's office? Like as if that was my living room. Come on, please. And besides, I don't even work here, okay? Imagine what he might think when she tells him.
Who's going to think what?
Who else, David? Who else? Mauricio. He's going to think that I took advantage of you. And that's the last thing I want you to think about me.
What he might think is that important to you?
What? Of course I care. Come on now.
Wait, Juana, please don't go. Wait, please calm down.
Look, David. Look, it's been enough for one day. It's just that I've made many mistakes for one day, so I better go, okay? Bye.
Wait. So if you care so much what Mauricio might think, could it be that it's you who's in love with him?
Mrs. De La Vega, Dr. Michelena is going to see you now. Come with me, please.
And shall we?
This way.
Well, my son-in-law, this is a surprise.
We have serious things to talk about, Rogelio.
And by that face, I don't know. I think not only is it serious, it must be pretty important.
The life of a person is the most important thing there is.
Mauricio, you worry me. Is someone's life in danger?
Francisco's life.
Huh. Francisco's?
Yes, Francisco. Elvira was in my office today and she's convinced that her son is dead. That someone killed Francisco.
Well, Dr. Michelena, first of all, I'm going to be honest with you. And I want you to be honest with me too. And I want you to know that he doesn't know that I'm here.
Just go on.
It's just that he's been acting very strange lately. And you know that people under a lot of stress don't communicate and isolate themselves. That's why I'm here. And I know you can tell me about what's going on with my husband.
Well, I can see you're interested in an explanation and I'm ready to give you one. I can just tell you what I know and what my colleagues know. And let me start by telling you that you have come to the right person. I was the one who made a mistake in the examination.
Is it just a feeling Mrs. Elvira has? Or does she have any proof?
Proofs? No proofs. She doesn't have any.
Ah, well then. Those are just, the logical reactions of parents. I'm sure that right now Francisco must be strolling around the Champs-Élysées enjoying Paris whilst we are here talking about his death.
Oh, but I am worried. I have never seen Elvira like this. Convinced that her son is dead. She even doubted me over a debt that I owe Francisco.
Debt? What debt?
Oh, forget it, Rogelio. I didn't say anything.
No, wait. You said it, Mauricio. What is it? Secrets between us now? What debt are you talking about?
This can't be, Doctor. This is unbelievable. This is like a bad dream.
A dreadful nightmare, madam. There were a series of unfortunate errors and, well, I happened to inseminate a different girl with your husband's semen.
I can't believe what you're telling me.
Gladys,
Yes, doctor.
get Mauricio de la Vega for me as soon as possible.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you Dr. Monsal?
Yes, and you are?
Here. Mr. De La Vega hired me.
That's all I needed. Well then, how can I help you?
Well, to start with, give me a detailed description of Juana Perez. I need to know what she looks like.
Follow me.
Thanks.
So that's what my husband had. But why didn't he tell me? You see, doctor, he's blocked himself in.
Look, Madam Carlota, my intentions were noble, not intended to make you angry.
You can't make me more anguished, can't you see? It's just that this nightmare about frozen semen and inseminations and rented wombs never seems to end.
Can I get you some water?
No. I want to know the name of the woman inseminated.
Madam Carlota, please don't get angry.
I want to know.
But what good would it do to know the name? You are a beautiful woman and well, you already have a life with your husband. Why do you want
the name, please?
I will only tell you if I think it will help you. But in any way it won't, because the girl didn't get pregnant. The insemination was a failure.
So she didn't get pregnant? Seriously?
Yes, Madam Carlota. Look, I really think you should forget about all this. You asked me to be honest with you, and I have. Just stop hurting yourself with all these emotional pains and all that. Just stop.
Right from the start, Francisco made a substantial investment in the magazine and I had to pay him back some money that I haven't done yet.
More money, more stocks. Well, Desiree. Seems like being Francisco's widow, you have more power in that company than I originally thought.
You see, that's the damn debt. 2 investors interested in giving life to a project.
Sure. That is more of the reason why I think that you should speed up including Desiree in the directors' meetings, just like we talked about.
Yeah, you said something about her wanting to work at the company.
Yes, but we can't deny the fact that without Francisco, Desiree turns into a fundamental piece in the decision-making of the company.
Yes, I can't deny that.
Then why the long face?
The opinion Elvira has about Desiree is not a very nice one, you know. She has a rather low esteem of her.
Bah! Foolishness, my son-in-law, foolishness. A mother jealous over her only son. Don't pay any attention to the comments of Mrs. Elvira. Both of us know that. Every attractive woman stirs up hate and scorn. And Desiree is just that. Isn't she?
But how could they do that to such a brilliant and honest girl like her, huh?
Oh, Mother, I'm not in for anyone, okay? I really don't feel like talking to anyone. I'll be up in my room, okay?
Oh, God.
Hello,
Jesus.
Mrs. Azusena.
Oh, hi. Hello.
How are you?
Come.
I'm sorry I'm bothering you.
No.
Yes,
Anna Maria is in, but come and sit down. I'll go get her for you, okay?
Thank you very much.
Maria, you have a visitor.
Look, Ricardo, I just want to stop building this image about me being a liar. The truth is that such a beautiful woman moved me. And well, why get her more angry over all this mess? Besides, I told her that the insemination had been a failure.
You told her that there was no pregnancy, You still lied to her.
Ricardo tried to understand me. I had no choice but to lie to her. It's absurd for that woman to suffer like that. Besides, it's going to be very difficult for Mauricio de la Vega to find that Juana Perez girl.
And what are you going to do if he does?
You know that's like looking for a needle in a haystack, Ricardo. I just wanted to get a load off the back of that woman and I think I did.
Oh yeah? You did? Well, if I were in your place, I wouldn't be too sure the detective that Mauricio hired to look for that girl is outside.
What? Eh? Detective?
Mm-hmm. He wants a descriptive picture, and you are going to tell him what the needle in the haystack looks like.
So, this is the famous Juana.
Yes, that's my daughter.
I heard about the commotion that happened at your door. That people were praying and asking Juana for a miracle. But everything is calm now.
Calm down? I doubt it. Every other day I have to bring flowers and candles in this house. It's just crazy.
And, what's the matter with your daughter? What's the cause of so much sadness that I see in your eyes?
I hate injustice.
Here's some coffee and some bread just made for you. It's fresh.
Oh, Mrs. Asena, I'm so grateful. Really. Thank you very much. A lonely man like myself, you know, always appreciates some homemade cake.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, I'll say.
Hey, that's not the mother I know. Looks like she's in love with you, Salvador.
The same thing happens all the time. The mothers seem to like me more than their daughters.
That you like?
Mm-hmm. I mean that it's happened before. That the women I try to go out with, well, I just get the approval from the mothers. Of course, that's not the case here. I just came to check if the public order has been restored. You know, that's why I just came by to see what was happening at your door.
Mauricio, good evening. How are you?
And you, Desiree?
Fine. And the long face?
Well, today was a kind of dark day for me.
Well, you're home now. So I think the best thing for you to do is to sit down, relax, and get comfortable. Do you want me to bring you something?
No, please. Thank you.
Well, I could at least get you a drink. I'm very good at that, you know.
No, Desiree, please don't bother. I need to talk to you for a few minutes.
But of course, minutes, hours, as long as you'd like.
Well, I wanted to know if, I really don't know how to ask.
Well, what is it?
Desiree, I would like to know if you would be interested in working at the company with me.
Well, I got you in, Desiree. But it won't be free. No. Soon you are going to have to pay up, beautiful. In many different ways, huh? It is work. Francisco.
But I am worried. I have never seen Elvira like this. Convinced that her son is dead. She even doubted me over a debt that I owe Francisco.
You have no idea to whom you have confided that information, my dear son-in-law. The debt you had with Francisco is going to be of great use. Everything is going to be easier than I thought.
I'm sorry I thought it would be a good idea.
And it is! Oh, it is! Forgive me, Mauricio, I just can't believe it, but I just think it's so great, fantastic. Why would you even think that this would offend me?
Well, initially I thought I would offend you with such a proposal because you're not used to working.
No, Mauricio, but on the contrary, it makes me so happy. I wasn't working before because Francisco never allowed me to. You have no idea how it feels to be with a man who thinks that you're totally useless. A man who just wants to destroy your self-esteem. Oh, but now you come along and offer me a job at your magazine. Mauricio, this is the best gift that anyone could give to me.
Oh no, but I'm not saving your life or anything like that, Desiree. This proposition is not for just you.
Is it for you?
In a way, it is. Yes, I have interests.
But how can I not be worried about my daughter, Salvador, especially with everything that's happening to her?
You're talking about the miracles?
Well, no, that and all the other things. But I don't have to be telling you about my personal stuff, Salvador. I feel bad.
Ah, no. Don't feel bad. No, leave that to the songs. Just tell me everything, because I am the law, and I could make you tell me. Of course, that's just a joke.
Oh, first they inseminated her by mistake. And I know it sounds absurd. And I, her own mother who brought her into this world, didn't believe her. Nobody else did, poor child.
Inseminated her by mistake?
Yes, I know it sounds unbelievable. But well, and guess what? She comes to me with a certificate that says she's still a virgin. And what do? I get this brilliant idea of making photocopies upon photocopies of the blessed paper, and I plastered them all over the place, everywhere that you can think of. The whole neighborhood was plastered with it.
Well, that's maternal instinct protecting her cub. That's valid. It's no crime. So why don't you hold your head up high?
Well, you know what? They accuse my daughter of stealing an exam paper in school. My Juana. What do you think about that? A girl who has never had such a reputation and who is the brightest in the school.
Oh, well, that one is a crime, but we know Juana didn't do it. Well, since you work at the school, I don't know. But you could help me with the investigation. You could help me out with a little information.
Work, Salvador? I worked. Now I'm another unemployed person in the city. They fired me.
Oh, you must think I'm totally crazy, Mauricio, but I'd just love to work at the magazine. What department would I be in?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is that you could be my assistant. That way, we could be together most of the time, and then we wouldn't owe anyone any explanation. What do you think? Are you with me, Desiree?
Forgive me, Mauricio, for drifting away. I'm so thrilled that I was dreaming.
What I was telling you is that maybe you would be interested in handling public relations, huh?
Public relations? Me? You think I could do that, Mauricio?
Well, it wouldn't just be any position. You'd be in charge.
Well, if you really think that I could be good at it, then don't say another word. Who would have thought, Mauricio? Finally, and for the first time, my life is going to have a reason. I'm going to feel useful, and you're the one who's given me that opportunity. That's why I want to promise you two things. One, that I won't let you down. And the other is that I'll never forget this favor that you're doing me. So I'll do whatever you want me to.
Goodness, Mrs. Adesina, you remind me of my Aunt Victoria. She also used to make these delicious homemade cakes, and everybody that tried them used to tell her that they did justice to her name. That's how good they were.
Well, I'm so glad you like them. And since you think they are so good, I think you should have some more in honor of your Aunt Victoria.
No. Look, they're really good, but no more.
Oh, no,
I could get used to them,
man.
you know.
Just go ahead. Feel free. There's always room for decent people in this house, huh?
No,
go ahead.
Look, well, with all due respect, but
come
I
on,
can't
please.
accept this.
Stop ahead. Take it. Anna.
What is it with you two? Can't you decide whether you want to give him the cake? This give and take is driving me crazy.
Oh, just leave that, okay? I'll clean up with a broom, Inspector. I feel so bad. Please leave it. Please, I'm sorry.
Me. Yes, if I upset you in any way, please forgive me. It sure wasn't my intention. Huh? I didn't mean to upset you in any way. Forgive me, please. I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened. I think I might as well be on my merry way, okay?
I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me. It's just that when she gets on my nerves, I become anxious and hysterical, and I just can't think.
She's almost nervous all the
Look,
time.
I think I'm going to do some rounds to see if I can find out anything about Juana's problem. You know what's happening, yeah? So please excuse me. See you later, okay?
Thank you very much, really. What is this?
Look, in any case, I'm at your service, okay? For everything you need, please.
No.
Oh, what a shame, my God. Oh, no, it doesn't
Please,
matter.
I'm so sorry.
Forget
Forgive
it.
me.
Take it easy.
Well, see you later.
Oh, see you soon. Juana.
Hi. Juana, darling, where have you been? I've been so worried about you. Why are you not coming home?
As I opened the door, I found your daughter here, huh? That's what you call efficient work.
No, don't start scolding me, okay? No, don't start with your no speeches, Mom. Look, really, too much has happened already today, huh? Where do I have to start? Oh. Huh?
Well, I'm sure that in the beginning you're going to feel lost, but in a couple of days everything will start to feel easier for you.
With the days and also with you, Mauricio. Well, I suppose that if I come across a situation that I couldn't handle, I could always count on you, right?
Yes, that's true, but you can also count on all the people who work there, you see, because everybody's a professional who works on the magazine.
Oh, well, the thing is, that doesn't make me feel any better, Mauricio. What if they treat me like an apprentice? Like I'm not good enough? Because really, I don't have any experience at all, huh?
Don't worry, Desiree, because so long as you do your work the right way and show keen interest, you will learn quickly and earn respect.
Oh, well, then I'm in your hands. Oh, tell me, when do I start?
Well, I'm not sure, because I didn't think you were going to accept so easily.
Then I'll start tomorrow, because the sooner I start to learn, the better.
Well, fine, as you wish.
Oh, thank you so much, Mauricio.
Juana, he's the inspector that helped us with all of this and showed us the law that protects minors, even when they're pregnant.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. How are you? Oh, Mom, it didn't do any good at all because they threw me out anyway. You know what they did to me?
Yes, darling, I know. And I went out and I almost plucked the eyes out of that horrible Torres woman. But that didn't help.
Mom, I didn't steal any exam paper, I swear.
I know you didn't.
But how could they accuse one of cheating in exam, huh? That Professor Torres, she doesn't deserve that her eyes pulled out. No, just leave her alone. The vultures will just do justice to her. They'll eat her up. All this mess that my life is in now. And when I finally get home, I find that there are candles and flowers and everyone believing that that paper does miracles. What's that? Ridiculous!
Miracle? Miracle was the transformation on your mother's face when she saw you.
What?
I was just worried about you, sweetie. But you're home now, safe and sound, and together we're going to fight this, okay?
Fight for what? Can you change the flow of the river?
Oh, Mother, Juana is going to graduate. If it's not at that school, it'll be at another.
Yes, of course. And she's going to have a baby on her own. The same thing over again. The story repeats itself.
Well, I'll be on my way now. But you know that you can call on me for anything you need, okay? See you soon. Goodbye. Sorry.
Well, you see, that is a gentleman. A real man, huh? He's working, honest, nice, and that's exactly what we need in this house, dear. A man who gives meaning to life. Let's see if you put your feet on the ground and be realistic, huh?
I don't know if you have any more questions.
Yes, so now you accept the drink, right? Come on, my dear, we'll seal the deal.
Well, the truth is I don't feel like having one. Let's say I owe you one. Excuse me? Ricardo, I hope you have good news for me, brother.
That's what I would like, Mauricio, but no, the girl is still nowhere to be found. And the one that came by the clinic was your wife.
What? Carlota? Come on, don't give me that now, please. I was precise about not wanting Carlota to know anything about all this.
I have to admit that it was out of my hands, Mauricio, but how can I explain it?
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? Of all the times to get disconnected.
Problem, Mauricio?
Pardon? No.
But you just got so upset as soon as Carlota's name came up. Did something happen to her?
Of course not. Why do you say that?
Well, for starters, look what time it is and she's not home.
I can see you're a bit tired, Doctor. I appreciate all your cooperation. Now we'll get to the mouth and we'll be finished. See these? Yes.
Yes. They seem like the lips of Juana Perez. Look, Inspector, I'm not one who pays particular attention to close details, and so I don't think I can be of much help in this case. If you ask me about ovaries or even somebody's uterus, then I can find an answer for you.
Don't worry, Doctor. Tomorrow, I'll interview the nurse.
Come and sit down.
You can be sure that by tomorrow, I'll be able to have the picture ready. Then, I'll find her. Be sure of that, Doctor.
So, Carlota, I just gave you this great news and you're not saying anything? Carlota, don't you think it's just wonderful that I'm going to start working at the magazine?
Well, I guess that I'm the last one to find out about a lot of things lately.
Well, last night you didn't sleep at home.
Well, you were the first person to tell me that I should start working, Carlota, weren't you?
Yes, Desiree, yes.
And I'm finally going to do it. I'm finally going to work, and the thing is, I really don't know how to thank you for this chance that you're giving me. And, well, I don't want to keep abusing your generosity and...
I'm sorry, Desiree. I'm happy. I'm really happy for you, okay? But Mauricio and I have something we need to talk about. Desiree, if you don't mind, could you leave me alone with my husband?
Yes, of course. I'll just disappear right now. Because the last thing I want is to disturb your privacy. Good night.
Well, I really don't know if I could go to another school. Let's be clear about something, Mum. And the school year is just about to end.
Relax, darling. You and I are going to wake up very early tomorrow morning and we'll sign you up in another school, whichever one we find. But you will continue with your normal life and all your dreams are going to come true. You will have a normal life, period.
Yes, sure. Go ahead and fill her head with ideas, dear, huh? Tell her that even if her belly grows, nothing has happened. And even if you are unemployed, everything is the same, Just go ahead and sign her up in a new school. And I'm sure the school desk could also serve as a labor room too, huh?
Mother, what is it with you? What do you want?
No. I don't want to be so hard, but someone has to be realistic in this house.
Well...
But you, Anna Maria, understand realism much as I understand nuclear physics, right?
But what do you want, Grandma, huh? What do you want? Huh? You just want us to sit back and cross our arms and watch the doors close in on us? And not even try to open them?
Open them? Everything is fine, but you should open the ones that you have to open now. But as much as it hurts me, look, my dear, I don't think this is the right moment to think about school, huh? I think that the first thing for Anna Maria to do is to find a job, and you think about the belly. Before you know it, it will explode, and we are going to need a crib and diapers, huh? Listen, my dear, you really need to prepare for this baby.
Relax, darling, relax. Don't worry, I'm taking care of everything, okay?
Oh, yeah? Then get real, dear, because this is not a game.
Forgive me, Juana. I shouldn't have done this to you. But it's that Professor Torres who cornered me. And I didn't want to repeat the year. You don't deserve this, Juana. And now I only feel like trash.
It's that you don't pay attention to me, Mauricio. It's like I'm not your wife.
You were the one that spent the night out.
Yes, of course. Ever since Mother told you that I'd spend the night over there, you've been happy. Cool as ice. You didn't even think about calling me.
Carlota, your mother said you were asleep.
What about the morning, Mauricio, huh? You could have given me a call in the morning to see how I was doing if I was dead, huh? But no. Careful you don't lose your finger while you're darling.
Carlota, is that all you have to say to me?
And you? Huh? You don't have anything to say to me?
Oh, stop it, Carlota. I know where you were. You went to see Dr. Michelena and talk to him, so why didn't you start with that one, yes?
Well, it seems like Ricardo doesn't waste time giving you the latest gossip.
Leave Ricardo out of this. Like you just said, Ricardo is my friend. And he, better than anyone, knows what I've been through.
Yes, you say it better than anyone. Even better than me, and I'm your wife. He seems to know you better than me, doesn't it? He knows everything that's been going on. And me, Mauricio, haven't I been with you through this ordeal? Haven't I given you support?
Enough, Carlota. What bothers me is that you went to talk to Michelena without telling me or consulting me. What is this, huh? What is this all about? Is this espionage or what?
No, Mauricio, it's not espionage. You are my husband. I knew something was bothering you. But you just want to keep secrets from me. And it's not like I went looking for information. I just found out that he went to your office looking for you.
Oh, so that's it. Hey, you have excellent informants, huh?
Why didn't you tell me, Mauricio? Why didn't you tell me?
But why do I have to go to a school I don't like?
How can you say you don't like it when you haven't been there yet?
Okay, I don't know. But I know my school and I really like it in the whole world.
Let's see. Tell me. What is it that you like so much about your old school? Tell me.
I don't know. Everything. The teachers.
That's good.
Friends. And the soccer games with Juana.
You really care about that girl, Juana, don't you? You never stop talking about her. Juana, 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 Juana. Raphael, I have an idea. Come here. What do you think if we talk to the masters and ask permission for her to come and visit you in this house? You would like that, right?
Yes, of course. A girl is inseminated and you keep the information just for yourself. As if it wasn't my problem too, that my husband's semen was in another woman's body.
Why should I tell you? So instead of being happy, you'll be so full of anguish like you are now, because now that you know, you don't seem to be so happy.
Oh, but you didn't seem a bit happy either when I brought the boy over to this house. When I was trying to support you in your need of being a father. But maybe you already knew about the insemination, right? You were hoping to be a father, right? Huh? Mauricio, you really should have told me what was going on.
Will you stop it, Carlota? I'm tired.
No, I'm not stopping, Mauricio. I brought that boy over to this house to fill your paternity emptiness. And whether you like it or not, you're going to accept it.
A family found you, Dad? Huh? I've been worried all afternoon about your meeting with Mauricio, and you weren't capable of returning my call?
Young man, I do not return calls unless they are extremely important.
Oh my, you're so self-sufficient, my dear father, huh?
Well then, what is it? What is the reason for so much aggressiveness?
I don't think what Mrs. Elvira is thinking is such a far-fetched idea. On the contrary, I've been thinking about it for a long time now.
What Miss Elvira thinks about what?
About Francisco's alleged death.
Really? Well, I didn't know Francisco worried you to the point of that conclusion.
Precisely the one I'm worried about is you, Dad.
Me?
Yes. Because if Francisco is really dead, then nobody's gonna make me think that you didn't have anything to do with his death.
What is going on is important to me. It's as though destiny, after playing so many dirty tricks on me, feels sorry and has created this mistake in the insemination to give me new light. A new hope for me to be a father.
Really? What a pity that destiny seems to be going back and forth, no? And you, instead of just forgetting that there's a slight possibility of being a father, you don't do it! Mauricio, please, do you know what you should do? Put all your dreams and hopes on that little boy that I brought home. With him we can, without false hopes and dreams, be parents once and for all.
No, I don't get it, Carlota. Didn't Michelena?
Yes, he told me. He told me that the pregnancy didn't progress. So please, Mauricio, forget about your pregnancies and fancy dreams and look inside your own home. I'm here. I'm your wife, and even if you don't like it, Raphael is here too.
What's the matter with me now? What did I do that you don't like me?
I'll pretend that I heard wrong. So you're insisting that I had something to do with the disappearance of Francisco?
Look, Dad, I was just saying that...
I would prefer that you do not call me Dad, at least not whilst we are talking about the possibility of me being a murderer.
What I'm trying to say is that because of all the sensitive issues you are handling in the company, if Francisco is really dead, well, they might start to think that...
Listen here, Alfredo Vivas, listen here. I have one stupid son, and his name is Umberto. He is lost between the skirts of his mother.
What does that mean?
It means that I thought you were different, so don't go getting mixed up in stupidity because it could go very wrong for you.
Look, Dad, I just meant to.
All that I wanted was to get Desiree into the company, and I did that, right? At least, we now have one more ally in the company. If Francisco is lost, dead, having fun, then that is a problem for Hello Magazine and not for smart people like us. Understood?
Yeah, fine.
No, nothing is wrong, Raphael. I was just talking to Carlota about school. Do you remember you told me during breakfast that you wanted to go back to your school?
Yes, my school.
And I also say to go get the registration papers. And Tanya, were they filled out?
Yes, madam, it's ready.
I don't want to go to that school. I want to go back to my old school.
And I told you that you had to forget about your old things, Raphael. Because with Mauricio and I, you're going to start a new life.
I don't want that school.
Hey, Raphael, you said you didn't want to miss the year.
But I don't want to lose my friends either.
Don't you worry, you'll make new friends soon.
Tanya, you tell them the idea to see my friend.
Well, but the thing is, to calm him down, I thought maybe we could ask permission from both of you for one of his friends that used to play soccer with him to come and visit him here at the house, just that.
You're going to make many new friends, Raphael?
I don't want new friends. I want my old ones, especially her.
Rafa, don't worry, okay? Look, whenever you want, you can bring that friend over to the house, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Mauricio.
Well, come on, let's go to bed. It's already late. Let me go put you to bed. Say good night to everyone, dear.
That's great. Wait till she sees the house and meet Canela. And you are going to make gelato and cake, right, Tanya?
Yes, my dear. Whatever you want.
The idea was to change his life and not leave him in the same circle of friends that don't belong. They're not good for him.
You think it would be fair if we did that to the poor boy?
Please, Mauricio, when did he ever dream of living in a house like this? He should be happy.
Happy? He's not happy. You can see that a mile away, Carlota. For the first time, I see that boy smiling since he got here, just to see an old friend.
Oh, Mauricio, he doesn't need anything here.
Give him a chance, will you? Don't you see it? We are yet to learn to give him love.
Yes, I had an appointment. I called over the phone and asked for an appointment. The problem is that I got stuck in traffic and I couldn't get here on time. But Dr. Micheleno is waiting for me. Can you help me?
Yes, sure. It'll be a pleasure. Let me call to see if he's here.
No, wait a moment. So you're no longer going to the States to study?
Well, the thing is that it can't be now. It'll have to be later on. Not now.
But why is that? Well, to be honest with you, if I was a little selfish, well, I am a little selfish. I'd rather you stayed here, but I know this is a huge opportunity for you.
Yes. It was a huge opportunity.
Then why don't you go? Everything was ready. You had a scholarship, right?
Yes, but everything got complicated. David, it's a long story.
I've got time.
It hurts me a lot, David. It hurts a lot to talk about this, and the worst thing about it is that I can't change things now. Understand?
I'm trying to, Juana. I'd give anything to understand you, and even more to help you.
Thanks, David. I know that you're honest.
Juana, I care about you. You understand? Even if it's so hard for me to express it, I'm not like that. I don't know what comes over me. I just get entangled. You make me feel so confused. I don't know what comes over me. As a friend, I don't know.
Why?
Well, what do you mean? Why? Didn't you see me yesterday? How shamefully I behaved. The way I was talking. I was mixed up. It's just hard. I don't know.
But you made my day better. And when you left, I looked at the flowers that you had given me, and I felt sad to know that I met you at this time when my life is in such a mess.
Juana, if only you let me help you.
But you are helping me, David. You think I don't cherish the friendship that you and I share?
I come here to relax. Besides, we were only talking, that's all.
Relax. I didn't see you doing any relaxing exercise, David.
I'm sorry. I better just go, okay? I'll see you outside.
No, Juana, no. There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
Both of you should get out of here now.
Look.
Nothing, David, nothing. Look, I don't want to get into trouble because of you. It's one thing being friends with my boss. That we all know with no doubt. And another thing is that, David, you bring strange people in here. So, David, just do me this big favor and both of you leave now.
No, wait, Juana, wait.
Do you know that Carlota de la Vega is waiting for you out there?
Is she here? Well, she called asking for an appointment.
And you gave it to her just like that, huh? You should have given her an excuse so as not to talk to her. I don't know, look. I want you to know that Carlota cannot find out what's going on with her husband.
My problem is not what that woman knows or doesn't know. My problem is to get her off my back once and for all. Haven't I done enough to get the name of the girl I intimidated?
No. What you don't understand is that Mauricio doesn't want his wife to know what happened, man.
So now, aside from what happened, I have to lie to the woman. Is that what you want me to do? Well, you see, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, Brandy.
Juana, come on, Juana. Please, don't get light.
Look, Brandy must think I'm going crazy. Everyone left. Where's my backpack? I had it here.
Calm down, will you? Maybe they put it away. I don't know.
No, but my books are in there, David.
Okay, fine. Maybe I'm sure Brandy took them and put them in a drawer or some shelf or something. So calm down.
I already tried and that thing is locked.
Because it has a lock. But listen, if it wasn't Brandy, then it was someone else. Don't worry. I'll make sure I find them and I'll let you know.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
No. Just wait. Hold it, please. Don't go. She shouldn't have talked to you like that.
Listen, David. She's right. She's very right. What were we doing talking inside her boss's office? Like as if that was my living room. Come on, please. And besides, I don't even work here, okay? Imagine what he might think when she tells him.
Who's going to think what?
Who else, David? Who else? Mauricio. He's going to think that I took advantage of you. And that's the last thing I want him to think about me.
What he might think is that important to you?
What? Of course I care. Come on now.
Wait, Juana, please don't go. Wait, please calm down.
Look, David. Look, it's been enough for one day. It's just that I've made many mistakes for one day, so I better go, okay? Bye.
Wait.
Forgive me, Mrs. De La Vega. I can't get a hold of Dr. Micheline. I'm sorry.
But how can you not get him? You just told me that he was still here and he hasn't left. Please.
No, the internal lines are not working properly, ma'am.
Carlota, how are you? What a surprise.
How are you?
Fine.
I came to see Dr. Michelena. He was at the house.
Oh, yes? Well, wait just a second. Oh, insist yes. Call Dr. Michelena and tell him that Mrs. De La Vega is waiting for him.
To Dr. Michelena?
Yes, Dr. Michelena.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, Gladys, thank you. Well, they're getting him for you. And forgive me, Carlota, but I have a patient waiting.
Yes, of course, Ricardo. And I hope you're not offended.
My God, absolutely not. If you need anything, just have them call me. Yes.
Thank you.
See you later.
Ma'am, excuse me, really, it's just that the phone lines are not working well. I mean, I want to look for Dr. Michelena
I really
myself.
appreciate that, sweetie. I really appreciate it.
Doctor, I don't understand a thing. What's going on?
Well, go, Gladys. Just go and distract her as long as you can, yes? So I can have time to talk to Michelena and then you can ask her to come in.
Relax. Don't get so nervous. You know more than anyone else that